Good evening, Zimbabwe. Here are your top stories for today, Tuesday, October 14th, 2025. Zanu-Pf Annual Congress begins with Politburo fireworks. Tensions rise ahead of Zanu-Pf Conference. Resolution number 1. Mnangagwa's term extension sparks debate. Sports roundup. Warriors hold Bafana. PSL drama continues. The ruling party, Zanu-Pf, has officially kicked off its 22nd Annual National People's Conference with a Politburo meeting held in Harare this morning. President Emmerson Mnangagwa presided over the session, which marks the beginning of a week-long political gathering culminating in Mutare this weekend. However, the conference opened under dramatic circumstances. Vice President Constantino Chiwenga launched a scathing attack on President Mnangagwa, accusing him of fostering a corrupt environment reminiscent of the pre-2017 era. Chiwenga warned against the controversial 2030 agenda, a campaign allegedly aimed at extending Mnangagwa's rule beyond the constitutional two-term limit. He likened the current situation to the conditions that led to the 2017 coup against Robert Mugabe. Meanwhile, fugitive war veteran Blessed Geezer, also known as CDE Bombshell, has called for mass protests in Harare on October 17th, coinciding with the Zanu-Pf conference in Mutare. In a video message, Geezer accused Mnangagwa of looting state resources and violating the constitution, urging Zimbabweans to flood the streets in a nationwide uprising. Authorities have yet to officially respond to the latest protest call, but previous demonstrations led by Geezer have resulted in mass arrests and heightened security. Analysts warn that while Geezer's appeal resonates with some war veterans, broader public support remains uncertain. At the heart of this year's Zanu-Pf conference is Resolution number 1, which proposes extending President Mnangagwa's term from 2028 to 2030. The resolution, passed at last year's conference, calls for constitutional amendments to facilitate the extension. Supporters argue that continuity in leadership is essential for achieving Vision 2030, while critics, including legal experts like Thabani Mpofu, have labelled the resolution unconstitutional and invalid, citing Zanu-Pf's own internal rules, which reserve such decisions for Congress, not the annual conference. In sports, Zimbabwe's national football team, the Warriors, held South Africa's Bafana to a goalless draw in Durban on Friday, despite playing with 10 men after Knowledge Musona was sent off. The result dents South Africa's hopes of qualifying for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Zimbabwe, already out of contention, will face Lesotho in their final qualifier on October 13th. Coach Michael Nees praised his team's resilience and has appointed Caetano Tembo as assistant coach to bolster preparations. In domestic football, Chiwenga FC has resumed its promotion chase in the Central Region Soccer League, while Dynamos and Ngezi Platinum Stars shared a fiery 1-1 draw at Rufaro Stadium. The PSL title race remains intense with Scotland FC leading the pack. And in cricket, rising star Brian Bennett has been nominated for the ICC Men's Player of the Month after scoring 497 runs in September. That's all for tonight's bulletin. Stay safe, stay informed, and good night, Zimbabwe.